guys, Adam from Ecowise. Now, I'm out here in a kind of scrubby bit of my garden. This was actually a family's vegetable garden before, not long ago, about 4 years ago. This was all turned soil, and they had tomatoes and they had all kinds of vegetables. And then the old lady, poor thing, got a bit unwell and she went somewhere else and the son moved away and it was abandoned. And look at the way it's just come back. There's stuff growing there. Stuff growing there, that's nature, just stuff starts growing. And some of this, this here is scrubby stuff that's growing, and this is actually supper, cena. Look, if you look here, there's some plants. This is the plants, the same plants from last year. Now they're all died back. Now this, they used to use to make rope. This is nettle, ortica. This is now it's old, right? But when it's fresh, you could use it for making rope or maybe even fabric thousands of years ago. Now this is supper for me. This is supper because I'm picking the nettle tops. Right? These are the ortica, the stinging nettle tops. I'm going to put them in my bucket and then I'm going to probably make a soup with it with various ingredients. And then in here too, I'm going to show you this other plant. Look. This is wild hops, lupolo in Italian. And this, look at it. This is, if you pull it, nobody's planted these things, right? These come here because they're spontaneous. Herbicel spontaneo in Italian. They grow by themselves. That's the wonderful thing about nature. And in spring, things start growing. So I'm going to take some of this. It's nobody's. It's not mine. Nobody's here anymore. This is grown by itself. But does that mean I take it all? Because there's some here, there's some here, there's some here. But maybe something else is going to want to eat some of that. So I've got to think carefully about it. And the way I pick it, I'm going to feel when it wants to break, it'll, listen, click. That's where it wants to be. Because if you've got that bit, here it's too woody and it wouldn't be good to eat. This bit where it clicks, it tells you it wants to be picked. There's another one here. Look, I'll do the same thing. Listen. Listen. Click. Those are good. They call them wild asparagus. They're not asparagus, but they're good. So this is supper for me. But this has been supper for all of our ancestors for most of human history. And when they picked, they were careful about what they would pick. And they were grateful for it because it's come from the Mother Earth, right? So in these times when we've got to keep still, start paying attention to your connections and the way that everything you eat and everything that makes your life possible and what it is comes from other people's kindness and from the earth's kindness, and feel generous and feel grateful, because even if you're locked down, you've still got electricity, you've got water, you've got food, you've got a house over your head, a roof, you're okay. Lots of people in the world right now don't have those things. So this is a wake-up call for us to pay attention to where we are and what we're eating. So this is my supper. Goodbye, Adam from Ecowise. Bye-bye.